Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Monday, guys. Want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well as season. I got a word for you. Tap in. Happy Monday, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. It was a rainy one for us. Honey, we had a whole storm come through Saturday. I had absolutely no idea because your girl was knocked out. So our power, the entire street, there's only 7 houses in my street in my neighborhood, but the entire street was dark from yesterday morning until last night, like 7 p.m. So, I want to speak to you guys in regards to discipline, I think, as well as God is doing a new thing. All right, and a few other things. I'm going to tie a few things in, right? Some downloads I received this morning. So, guys, a lot of us are in a season again when we're very uncomfortable. We're very uncomfortable. Let it be. Some people feel like they're not hearing from God. Some people feel like they don't know what's next. You can't see the blueprint. Some people are going through the ending of marriages and relationships, job loss. There's a lot going on. And let's speak about the spiritual climate of this crazy world, right? Well, crazy people in this world. So there's a lot going on. It's very unsettling, right? So with that being said, God is doing a new thing. This is why many of us chosen ones, we're seeing so much things dry up in our lives. And some of these things look like things that we literally have been comfortable with for a very, very long time. See, it's one thing when God starts shifting and moving things that it's new. like it's new, right? It's a new job. It's a new person. It's a new, and I mean, that can be triggering too, because if you're like me, you like what you like. Like once you get comfortable in a situation, you don't want to like move from that situation. You just gotta like, I like to be comfortable. I don't really do change well, but I do know the importance of being fluid with change when it comes down to being used. With that being said, a lot of you guys, well, maybe not a lot of you guys, I don't know, you're the chosen one, so you're tapped in. But a lot of people is literally hanging on and clawing to like a wildcat the old thing. The old place, the old job, the old person, the old ministry, the old mindsets, just the old. And God is truly turning over a new leaf. See, you got to be fluid, and it's very uncomfortable. I understand. Trust me. Trust me. You have to be fluid when you answer the call. Everybody don't answer their call, you know. Some people are running from their call. That's why never mind. A lot of people are running from their call. You answered the call. This is the part that a lot of people don't really talk about, right? They make it seem like following God is so easy and so blissful and so this, that, and the third. And don't get it twisted. It's very, very rewarding, but it can be very uncomfortable. I mean, very uncomfortable. So don't look at people that you think are confident in their calling and this, that, and the third. They may have been doing it for a while. So now they've learned God's track record with trusting God. And trust me, they still have their moments of discomfort or fear, things like that. But they've learned how to push past it and step into the fear because fear subsides when you step into it. Then you look at it and be like, was I really like I had my moment like that, honey, when I was on stage doing the Ricky Smiley's golden rose ceremony thing. Honey, everybody was like, oh my God, you're so confident on the stage. Child, if you only knew, I had to step into it seriously. Woo, honey, you talking about knees buckling. Okay. So guys, a lot of you guys are a lot of people will not see the very fruit that God has promised them, the very fruit that you're praying for and asking for until you are obedient to step forward, to step out on faith, to stop clawing into the things that he's trying to remove and be fluid enough for God to use you the way he wants to use you. A lot of old things. And you know, another thing too, this just popped up. A lot of us were working on things in last season. Right? We were working on things. So in our mind, it's really hard to let this idea go, right? And truth is, sometimes it's not even about letting it go. It's about taking your hands off of it in this season, and God may bring it back next season. For example, that can look like a book, right? Maybe last season you heard very clearly that God wanted you to write a book. You started writing that book. At the beginning, honey, you had every word for word. The downloads were coming to you left to right. Honey, listen. You're listening? Honey, it was smooth. Everything. You were like, seriously, you were flowing. And then all of a sudden, recently or months ago, it came to a halt. Now you have writer's block. You can't get anything. It's no longer flowing. Dust done got on that book, honey. And you're you looking at that book like, did I really waste my time? Like a lot of the times God will halt you. And it's not that you heard God wrong, but he's pulling you in a different direction. See, God is very strategic. A lot of the times we don't realize that the enemy is attacking certain things, and God will strategically move you from it in order to protect something, put you on another path. And then once the enemy starts attacking that certain area, he'll bring the desire back for you to start again. And guess what? When he brings that desire back for you to start it again, the desire for it is going to be like times 10. So you will finish that book quicker than you would have initially. And then in the right season, right, it's going to accelerate the sale of the book. So if you done it on your time and you weren't obedient, honey, it would have been 25 years and you may have sold one book. Right? But then when you wait on God and God's timing, it accelerates. So now you done sold 100,000 books just in a matter, and you're like, whoo, and everybody else is looking at you like you're an overnight success. Honey, you have no idea, right? It's about alignment and obedience to God's timing. So guys, if you're struggling, and again, I get it. I understand you guys think I'm the most fearless person. I have all the confidence in the world, and I have my moments. I promise you. I just don't always tell you guys about it because I'm not here to tell you guys my fearful moments and my emotional moments. I'm not here for that. I'm here to motivate you, right? I'm human. I deal with the same exact things you guys deal with. But I'm very fluid in the way God wants to use me and when he wants to use me. So as much as I love being comfortable, right, and feeling all safe and secure and not being triggered with fight or flight because I don't know what God is doing, one thing that I won't say I've mastered it, if you will, but I'm very, very good at it, is allowing God to use me when, how, and where. So again, as comfortable as I am, if I hear from God and he says, well, I moved you here 3-4 years ago, but now I need you here. Well, your girl got to pack up. Your girl got to pack up. I don't care how much fun I'm having. I don't care. I got to pack up because I know my fruit is going to be there. And I know he'll dry the fruit up here. Let's talk about discipline really quickly. So guys, the enemy is going to always attack the area where you have trouble with discipline. We all are human, right? So we all have our different struggles with discipline. Something that you may have mastered may be an area of struggle for me, vice versa. So the enemy is going to always attack that area. He's going to attack the area that is going to keep you from elevation. It's going to keep you from the very promises that God has for you. Listen, why do you think it's easier? Why do most people stay at lower frequencies? Meaning they refuse to put the work in. They refuse to level up with discipline, with this, that, and the third, because it's easier. Let's just keep it real. It's easier to stay at lower frequencies. There's no accountability. You have nobody like holding you accountable. Like It's easier. But then what would you prefer? Do you prefer to stay at lower levels, or would you rather continue to climb and allow God to take you higher and higher? Call it glory to glory, call it leveling up, right? At the end of the day, God can't take us but so high if we don't put the work in. Why do you always wait till I hit record to start this nonsense, sir? Guys, there is no way in the world God can open more doors for us if we're still struggling with certain levels of discipline on our current level. Now, here's the transparent moment for a lot of chosen people. We mastered, well, we ain't that cute, boo. I mean, we had it on lock. We had whatever the area of struggle was, we had it on lock some years ago, and then we got hit, and now Lord, please forgive me. Whew. Like we had it on, we had it on lock, and now it's like we're kind of dangling back. I'm laughing because I saw when I was going to say dangling, I literally saw like a clothesline, like a clothesline, or like little stick figure man just dangling on this clothesline. Oh my God! So we're dangling, and we're back struggling with these areas. But see, this is why it's important, right? Because you can sit there and think you have a certain level of discipline on lock, like you really believe you've mastered it. Okay, play with it. Play with it, right? And then you realize, like, whoa, okay, it's not that I had it mastered, if you will. I was just more spiritually inclined. I was more tapped in that season, right? So maybe God, just maybe God is allowing you to realize now, if you're struggling with discipline again, maybe he's showing you like, okay, now you see what happens when you play with it. So now when I elevate you, you know you can't even play with it. You can't even play with it. Discipline is not even always about having the strength. Right? I mean, it kind of is, because you develop that strength through fasting and things like that. But listen, we're human. Discipline really is more about not putting yourself in a situation to be vulnerable. Like everyone was giving Steve Harvey a hard time when he said that he just don't allow women in general, but I think it's talking about women coworkers. Women in general are women in his office. Like they were trying to make it no, this man got too much to lose, right? If I know I'm a whole man up over here, and we all know that men have these crazy desires and whatever hey, my brothers, right? Whatever they got going on, why would I put myself in a situation to be vulnerable with these women? Make it make sense. So discipline is more so less about not putting yourself in the environment. It's like, listen, if I know I'm feeling a certain kind of way, right? You ain't coming to my house. I'll meet you out somewhere, right? Okay. And then I'm going to limit you. You know, okay. That's what discipline is really more about. Listen, guys. God ain't crazy. Why would he unlock the next level, and we're already struggling here? So we can make a fool out of him? No, he's going to keep our behind stuck until we understand the importance and get some kind of level of discipline where we can't be shooken. We're human beings, right? We're human beings. We're going to be tempted. This is also coming up really quickly. So when I made the recording in regards to being spiritually insulated, like still being able to, go out and again, like I said in that recording, that's not for everybody. For some people, honey, God ain't gonna let you even, right? It just depends. It just depends. But that's not the case for everybody. That's not the case for some of you guys. God is literally going to send you in certain environments that religion tell you shouldn't be. Child, I can't listen. Actually, I have a whole recording on this thing like 2 years ago. I can't tell you how many environments where God have put me, where I've been in a room with public figures and celebrities, and in my mind, right? Your girl getting cute because I'm about to go have a good time, right? I don't have no purpose in calling your day, honey. I get a day off. I get to just go and enjoy myself. Okay. Okay, that's what you think. Go ahead and get cute, boo. Right? Go ahead and get cute. Honey, when I get there, whole assignments. You see that one right there in the corner? I'm going to let him come and try to haul at you. Stay on point. Stay tapped in because I'm going to give you some words. Lord. Guys, I'm sorry. I forgot to turn my phone off. Who child? Distractions. Listen, please don't be so churchy, holy. Now, granted, let me take that back really quickly because again, some people are called to that. See, this is why it's important to know how God uses you and not let people get in your head. God wouldn't send you in an environment where they're going to be sinful people. But child, please go out here with that 1925 belief. Like, how you going to reach certain people? Like, come on, seriously. But my good sis, who commented in the comment section, I pinned her comment actually because she was all the way on point. Listen, let me just tell you something. It's about being tapped in, right? There are going to be some places where you're going to get convicted. Not even if you want to go, God ain't going to let you go. And the conviction will be so strong that you can't even push past it. If you're wise, you bet not push past it. Right? If you're wise, I don't care how much you want to be there. If you're wise, you bet not push past that conviction. Okay. There'll be times when he allow you in the environment and then he'll hit you with you. Some days you can have a glass of wine, not tonight. I don't want your spirit open. And most importantly, I need you to hear clearly from me. Tonight ain't about you having a good time. This is about work. So you better get you some water and sit down. There'll be times when you're there and everything's great and boom, conviction, it's time to go. And you're like, but I just started having a good time. Well, you're not in here to have a good time. You've already completed the assignment. That person I sent to you, right? I allowed you to tap into their spirit. You gave them a word. I need you to get, okay, go home. And you got to pack up and leave. I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me. And honey, I be in my feelings, because it happens the minute you start having a good time. It's like, time to go. Purpose completed, time to go, right? I can go on and on about stories like that, even with celebrities and public figures where like you're here to give a word and listen, these people's minds are blown. I don't care what they got going on, honey. Once you give them that word, once they tap into your spirit, the look on their face, they knew God sent you. So stop letting people make you think that you got to be churchy, holy. Now, and again, if God calls you to that, then please be churchy, holy. Honey, put on your black stockings, your church shoes, put on your glittery feather hat, respectfully. Sir, put on your Stacey Adams, honey. I would prefer some Alan Edmonds, right? Some Cole Haan, but put on your Stacey Adams and your, y'all, I gotta go. It's Monday. I gotta go, guys. You guys have a great one. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.